right. This is going to be day 50. Fuck, I think 59. Legs. Got some fucking legs to do tonight. Fucking excited. So I had to take a little bit of a break from squatting because like my adductor was really tight. That's sort of like, that's the muscle that squeezes your legs together. So it was starting to get a little fucked up. So I took like 2 weeks off squatting, but it felt good last time, so should feel even better this time. But unrelated to that, I mean, standard procedure. It's just gonna do all of hamstrings first. Variety of, different versions of seated hamstring curls. Maybe I'll throw in some RDLs of some kind. Then warm up the quads a little bit on leg extension, hit some squats, and then, just keep slamming quads, be it via, machine leg press or more leg extension, maybe some pendulum squat, maybe some Smith machine Sissy squats. A lot of exercises at my disposal, so I'll try to figure out what's going to feel the best and then just fucking go hard. So, no point dilly-dallying. Let's fucking get started. I just spent like 20 minutes. Okay, not 20, but like 10 solid minutes just warming up my hamstrings. Because the right one was feeling a little tight right at the end. Like close to where it attaches to the knee. So, I hear this a lot with people's elbows, like tricep pushdowns fuck up their elbows, or bench fucks up their elbows. If you've got some kind of nagging issue, be it like joint or whatever, don't just like give up on the lift or like just try to push through the pain. Just spend a few minutes moving it around, get a little bit of blood flow. Like, I actually didn't think I'd feel comfortable doing like the full stack on these. But, after warming up, getting some fucking blood flow, shit, I feel good. So, like, triceps, if your tricep fucking hurts, just grab the fucking cable, real light, move it around. Whatever. Let's fucking get started. At least 5 or 6 sets. Just heavy as possible. As many reps as possible. It's going to be like 15 to 20. And then I'll maybe throw in some kind of variation. So when it comes to do the seated hamstring curls, I say this almost every leg day, but I'm not sitting with my back against the seat. Like, I'm all the way hunched over the handle, just like really locked in. And I mean, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you try it, you'll know that once you hunch over like that and you really lock yourself into the machine, you're gonna put way more tension on the hamstrings because you're gonna be way stronger. Probably just because leaning forward like that is gonna put your hamstrings in a more stretched position. Whatever, I'm not an anatomy major, but you're gonna be able to move more weight and get a better pump if you bend forward. I can almost guarantee it. Oh, that's 5 of those seated hamstring curls. I think I'll throw in at least one reasonably heavy set of RDLs. It's just a different way to hit the hamstrings. But I don't know. I like it on the Smith. I don't really care for the dumbbells. It's just kind of a hard setup. So I don't know. I maybe get like 10 or 12 reps with this. Just really try to squeeze it. RDLs are a little tricky because, you know, if you were to just tell somebody to do them, you know, they're probably not really going to feel it that much in their hamstrings. They're just going to end up working their glutes and their back. So it's a little bit of a technical lift to try to isolate your hamstrings. You just got to practice it. The only tip that I ever give people who are trying to learn it is you keep your feet close together, like straight up touching. Go down real slow, and as you're coming up, try to squeeze your legs together, right? Like try to get your knees to touch. That should help like cue your hamstrings, and then you'll start to get a feel for it over time. Oh. So 4 more sets. I'm thinking I don't know. All I know is that right now I'm gonna do another normal heavy set of double leg. And whoa. All right, 3 more sets. I think I'll do at least 2 sets of single leg, and then maybe finish with that. I don't know. So I could tell even on just 2 plates, I was starting to feel a little tightness. Fuck. You know what did it was those fucking heavy RDLs. God damn it. You know, I should have stuck to just straight up hamstring curls. So squats off the menu. I think I'll I'll probably go like 2 sets of leg extensions and then 1 set of something. And then come back, 2 sets of leg extensions, 1 set of something. And then do that till I'm done. So I like doing single leg on the leg extension too. I don't know, I just feel like it's easier to fucking get a good squeeze. In all honesty, I mean, leg extensions are fucking underrated. They kind of get a bad rap. Like, I used to, whenever I would talk to somebody who's not really into lifting, they would always say, don't do leg extensions because it's going to hurt your knees. I mean, if you got bad knees, yeah, of course it's going to fucking hurt. But I mean, you know, if your knees can take it and you're not like crunching every rep, I try to throw as much weight on as possible. Like the squats are cool, they're good for strength, but for the most part, all the size just came from leg extensions. If I had to pick just one lift, for quads that is. Smith Machine Sissy squats. Super light on these. You're not gonna be able to go heavy. So superset this with some machine leg press behind me. Ooh. So the whole idea of having this belt like strapped behind the seat, it's just to hold my waist in place, you know, because if you're going heavy on leg extensions, you gotta fucking hold on for dear life so you don't like flip yourself off the seat. So if you got a big belt lying around at the gym, if you can manage to figure out how to get it behind the seat and lock yourself in, it's just one less thing to worry about. And then you can really just focus on the set. So why should you throw in those body weight sissy squats after a set of quads? What's the benefit? What are you going to get out of it? For one thing, a little bit of extra exertion with the quads, because if you're doing them right, you shouldn't activate your glutes or anything else at all. It should just be all quads. Plus, you know, as long as your knees can take it, you should be going like ideally my knees would touch the ground, pretty much. That's the depth that you want to get, and that's way more of a stretch than I ever get with, like, you know, a squat or a leg press or the leg extension. So it's just loading the quad at a different point of motion, right? Because when I'm doing leg extensions, what am I going, like 90 to straight? When I do squats, pretty much 90. But with those sissy squats, you know, you can go way beyond. Just get a huge stretch, and it's gonna help give you a better pump. I'm gonna deviate from the initial quad workout plan. You know, I was saying I wanted to do like 2 leg extensions and then 1 set of something, 2 and 2. I got 4 more sets left. So what I like doing this drop set, going straight from leg extensions to the machine leg press. And I know that doing that set hard is hard. So I think I'll try to just finish the workout with it, because I know it's going to give me a fucking disgusting pump. Yeah. Okay, minor change. I'll do the last two supersetted with sissy squats instead of the machine. Starting to feel a little bit of adductor in it. I don't like it. So, I do leg extensions a few different kinds of ways. You've seen like two of them so far. Two of them. Just going heavy as fuck, kind of quick reps. And then, you saw me do the pause reps, where like I went up. I'm gonna just go light again, demonstrate. Like go up halfway, pause it, and then squeeze at the top. So, other than those two, I'll do one more where really it's just like a pause rep. So instead of like pausing right in the beginning, I'll just try to like, God damn it. I'll go a little bit lighter in weight and then really focus on squeezing at the top, right? Because when I'm going extra heavy, I don't really get my leg to a fully straightened position just because the weight it's just too much. Like it's good to put a crazy amount of tension on the quads, but towards the end of the lift, you're definitely going to want to focus on more squeezing movements. So for the next two, instead of throwing a crazy amount of weight around, I'll go a bit lighter and just try to squeeze at the top. Fuck. Holy crap. Ooh. Dude, the bottom of those sissy squats feels like it's gonna rip my quad in half. If you're a betting man, I'd consider putting a decent chunk of chips on me having an insane leg pump versus, me not. So let's see what happened. Holy shit. God damn it. It's hard to get these fuckers off. Oh, there we go. Whew. Ooh. There we go. I have certainly seen worse. All right, let's get the breath hold veiny thumbnail. Oh my god. Whew. I don't know if you can, I don't know if this conveys over the camera, but I'm not flexing at all. And like, dude, holy crap. Whew. That's a considerable amount of pressure. Damn, calves looking fucked up too. Looks like the daily calf workouts have been showing results. All right, let's hit one more. Oh yeah. Oh. So, even though no squats, still, probably, I mean, this is literally as insane of a leg pump as I'm capable of getting. Like, I can't imagine being more pumped than this at my current size, right? So if you're bulking up, your goal, obviously, every workout is, for one thing, progressive overload, lift heavier weights, go harder, higher intensity. But on a more like lift to lift basis, like just day by day, you just want to get the craziest pump. Like that's how Jay Cutler says that he judged his workouts on, how good of a pump he got. Now, is that the only indicator that you're triggering muscle protein synthesis? Maybe not. It's because I could get a crazy pump just sitting on the leg extensions with like the 40 pounds with one leg, right? And I will have done far less work. So, my mentality has always been try to lift some heavy ass weight and pretty much finish the workout once you've got a crazy pump. And the way you're going to do that is sort of transitioning from your heavy compound sets in the beginning to, lighter squeezing, flexing sets towards the end. And by then, you should have a crazy pump. If you're doing more than like, I only do 11 sets per body part. So if you're doing more than like 15, I'd say just increase the intensity. Because in all likelihood, back when I started lifting, I heard somewhere that you should do 5 exercises and 5 sets each per exercise. That's per body part. So arms was 50 sets, 25 sets of bis, 25 sets of tris. And a lot of those sets just ended up being fluff sets. If you sit on the tricep on like the rope push down and you're doing like 5 or 6 sets straight, and then you got 4 more exercises with that many sets afterwards, your intensity just isn't going to be there. So I definitely think Mike Mentzer, Dorian Yates, they knew what they were talking about when they say lift with intensity, right? Because if you do an infinite amount of sets, guess what? You're not going to get infinitely bigger. Volume is not the answer. It's pretty much definitely going to come down to intensity. So, fucking not much else to say. Legs got pumped to hell. I'm going to go do my sets of calves, and then we can get some car talk going. All right. Whew. All right, legs fucking done. Even without squats, still a crazy pump. But the only reason I didn't squat is my fucking adductor hurts. Maybe I should do some kind of like massage, PT, stretching, whatever. I don't know. I don't know how I fucked it up either. I didn't do something where I felt it. It's just kind of been nagging me. But, I definitely attribute a lot of my quad growth to leg extensions. Honestly, yeah, leg extensions. That's pretty much my favorite quad exercise. Like if I had to pick just one to do perpetually, Probably gonna be fucking leg extensions. Because what's the point of bodybuilding training, right? Uh, you know, for the most part, isolation work. You know, when you have chest day, you got a whole day dedicated to fucking chest. Back, same thing, all back. So legs, I mean, you know, you finish hamstrings, you do a bunch of fucking crazy hamstring curls. Quads, fucking, in terms of just activating the quads, you know, leg extensions is fucking bread and butter. So, still gonna squat, but, I mean, honestly, I probably could have today, but I know I just would have hurt myself more. So, damn, yeah, what fucking did it was doing those RDLs. That fucking pulled it just a little. Just enough to fuck me. So, I've been sipping on this fucking, the dextrose shake. So, you know, right after every lift, 50 grams of dextrose, a few scoops of protein. It's just gonna fucking launch nutrients into your muscles. Because dextrose is basically like the simplest sugar you can get your hands on, right? Like table sugar and candy, it's still multiple, like, you know, carbohydrate molecules, like multiple glucose molecules connected together. So they gotta jump through a few extra steps of digestion. But with the dextrose, you know, it's just straight up like glucose, right? And that's the shit that's in your blood when you eat some kind of carb and you digest it. So what's going to happen is instantly you're going to spike your blood glucose, which is going to trigger, you know, your body to release some insulin, which is going to just send that all out and, you know, get to, what's the word? Give you some good nutrient partitioning, right? I'm not going to say one way or the other that, you know, the anabolic window, you know, that time right after you lift where you need to eat food to improve your results. I'm not going to say that's like 100% real, but logically, I mean, after you work out, what, your body's in a stress state, you're fucking you're fucking tired. You know, more than likely you've got some cortisol floating around. Not good for you. So, the sooner you can get fuel, I mean, the better. Just makes sense. Oh. Yeah, that's fucking sweet as all hell. Okay. Let's get out of here. Let's fucking go home. So I got my spring break. I got a week off next week. So, in terms of how that's going to affect these videos, it's not. I mean, they're still going to keep coming out. But, you know, you guys have been asking for it. So, I would not be surprised if you look at your YouTube notifications or your recommended page and you see a full day of eating soon. How do I get all this food in? How the hell does that happen? I guess I have no point talking about it now. You'll see it then. Let's see, what else? So I've said this before, warrants mentioning. People that skip legs, what the fuck? I don't get it. I don't understand what you're doing. It's, if you're just a gym goer, you know, like, your goal is just to go to the gym, whatever. I don't know, I guess. If you're not, like, that serious about it, then, you know, just do what you like. So if you just like hitting chest and shoulders and arms, you know, whatever. If that's actually just, you know, what you want to do, there's not really any shame in it. But, you know, if you're an actual, you know, meathead at heart, and, you know, you're going to the gym every fucking day, you're trying to get huge, or at least, you know, that's the mindset that you want to have, how are you going to neglect any muscle group, right? Why would you think to yourself, wow, I want to look like this guy. Man, that guy's legs are fucking huge. Wow, that guy's back is huge. Why would you have that sort of like admiration mentality towards something, but then not want to put the work in to achieve it? Right? It just doesn't make any sense. So, similarly to that, on like a tiny bit of a tangent, the same thing sort of goes for having a favorite muscle group to hit and a least favorite muscle group to hit. I mean, for me, I fucking like it all. They're all different, of course. Like, arm day, in terms of general fatigue, is probably the easiest. Not to say I'm going easy, but, it's the least fatiguing, and it's fucking cool to have an arm pump. Your arms look fucking huge. It's sweet. Chest is to lift some heavy ass weight. And then I also love getting a fucking sweet chest pump. Same for back, same for fucking legs. I mean, if your goal is to get big and to like fucking build your body in all aspects, the idea of like repeating to yourself, wow, I fucking hate leg day. Oh, wow, I don't really like back day. Or, whatever muscle group, insert for you. Just thinking that, you're setting yourself up to have a worse workout for that specific body part. Now I'm not going to tell you, man up, don't fucking complain or whatever. But, I'm just sort of elaborating the fact that if you associate something with a negative mentality, guess what's going to happen? You're going to start to neglect that specific muscle group. If somebody thinks to themselves, man, I don't like working out arms, what body part do you think they're most likely going to skip? Fucking arms. If you want to get big as fuck all over, you got to hit it all over. So, even if you still want to say to yourself, man, fucking leg day is hard. Like, even me, I'll, like, I was just a lot of the times on legs especially, I'll be thinking about the leg day days before. I wouldn't call it like dreading it, but I would describe it more so as like feeling an anxious anticipation. Because I'm like, oh shit, leg day, that's going to be hard. Because, I mean, in terms of all the body parts that I hit in my split, legs is the most exerting, it's the most exhausting. But, I don't use that as a negative, right? At the end of the workout, as long as I went actually fucking hard, I get to say to myself, wow, that was a good-ass fucking pump, hell yeah, even though it was hard. So, if you can't stop yourself from saying, man, I fucking hate arm day, figure out some way to embrace the difficulty. It's like, man, I fucking hate this shit. Come on! As silly as that sounds. But, the more, I say this all the time, the more excited you can be in the gym, the more hyped up. Consistently, the guy who's always fucking happy to hit his sets and to finish his workout and to fucking get his sweat going, that guy's going to perform way better than anybody else with, a less enthusiastic approach, right? Everybody's heard the saying, the guy who likes walking is going to go further than the guy who likes the destination, right? So if you can, figure out a way, by, adapting your training to your own specific needs, making sure you have a split that's effective for you and that you can maintain, and, picking exercises and workouts that are actually effective, then it'll be that much easier for you to enjoy working out. And then, I say this a lot, I mean, it's just a positive feedback loop. The more effort you put in, the more you're going to get out, right? Like, let's say, you're a beginner lifter. You just spent, or you've been seeing a lot of fitness TikTok. A few of your buddies are lifting. You know, they're like, "Hey man, come on, let's go to the gym. Come on, just come hit arms with us." Like, you know, you start to get that itch that you're like, "Oh shit, all right, I do want to get big." So, you know, let's say you watch some how-to, basic, like info. You just start consuming knowledge. You figure out a good beginner split. You know, you look up some guys, you know, basic chest day, basic back day. You get a basic approach to working out. You know, if you actually stick to that for, fuck man, I mean, if you're actually going hard, even a month, you will notice changes. Be it in strength, you know, how you look. And then, what's going to happen after you start to see results? You're going to want fucking more results. Then you're going to put more effort into like obtaining information, making your split more optimal for you. Then you're going to get even better results. More and more, 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 more. It's just like a constant feedback loop. But, you know, a lot of people will sort of maybe get on that loop for one rotation, maybe two, and then they reach a stagnation point, right? You know, they'll lift for a while, they'll feel to themselves, hey, I mean, I know what I'm doing, and then they'll just keep doing the same shit every day. Like, they go at the gym with the same mentality, you know, they're not changing their diet, you know, they're not going through gaining phases and dieting phases. They've pretty much plateaued, and they're just maintaining a physique that, you know, they're comfortable with having. But, you know, with just a little bit more effort, they could be improving. And, I mean, name one person who doesn't want to be fucking bigger or stronger or leaner. I mean, you know, you get to walk, you only got one body, man. Why wouldn't you want to be fucking badass? So, you get what I'm saying. If you're a beginner, you got about a month, maybe 2 months, where it might be hard because you haven't seen your results yet. And that's where a lot of people quit. You know, everybody knows fucking New Year's lifters. The gym's packed with newbies for like 2 weeks, and then boom, fizzles out because they're like, "Ah, this is fucking hard. I'm going home. I'm done with this." You know, I mean, in a perfect world, I mean, not everybody wants to get jacked, but you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some more freaks walking around. That's just what I like. Fucking being huge, goddammit. And I'm not even there yet. More mass to gain. That's the whole point of this bulk. So, getting close to home. I got a few more meals to finish. I already took my vitamins. Hell yeah. So, then I just got to go to bed. Chest day tomorrow. I'm starting to think that I will go to a different gym because I want to touch some dumbbells that will actually be heavy. I'm talking 170s at least. So hopefully, fucking once I pull up to the lift, it'll be a new gym. We'll have to see how that lines up. So I will fucking see you next time, goddammit.